Welcome to another episode of
The Epic Family Road Trip.
We are finally back on the road again together as a family. We have been looking forward to this moment for months, and now we are heading south to Utah, the land of endless adventure and breathtaking scenery. After an incredible few months interning with Expedition Overland in Montana, editing their new Croft Family Solo series, my brothers Peter, Daniel, and I reunited with our parents, our dog Lando, and our Jeeps Worsley and Bandy. This week, we say goodbye to the Croft family in Montana and meet up with our good friends and fellow overlanding family, Kevin, Sarah, and Caroline from Lifestyle Overland. This time last year, we were with Lifestyle Overland in beautiful New Mexico, and they led us to some amazing spots up in the backcountry. Now, they're going to be sharing with us some of the outstanding trails in their new backyard of Utah. Come along with us on an all-new chapter of the Epic Family Road Trip as we head south together to explore some of America's most incredible and remote desert trails, camp spots, and landscapes.
So I think we found Sarah and Kevin from Lifestyle's place. Oh, it's gorgeous here. Can't wait to see them. And we've missed Caroline, so this is exciting.
All right, so one thing that happened while we were on the road was while we were going down the interstate, some trailer with a side-by-side on it, one of their race fuel tanks, like a big old fuel tank, fell off of their trailer right in front of our dad when we were driving, and we were pretty close behind him. So they swerved out of the way and we hit it dead on. Nothing really happened, the thing just got smashed into the side off the highway. But right away our radio shut off, and then our auxiliary fuel tank wouldn't turn on. It wouldn't start pumping when we pushed a button. Kind of bad. We were really thinking that we're gonna have to go underneath there and look at what may have happened if it ripped the lines or anything. So
just here, I don't know if this is from the fuel tank or that we hit or something else. This is just one cause of issues that we can see here, is that the ground line or the ground wire that's connected to the auxiliary fuel tank itself broke off in two different places. So the wire inside of it kind of snapped. It's got corroded. There's no shrink wrap on it, so it got corroded and snapped. That might be from just salt air. I can see plastic rub from where we hit the thing, but I can't see any actual wiring that got torn from it or anything other than that ground. So we'll keep looking, but at least there's one thing we can see that needs to be rewired.
Kevin is an amazing electrician, so he took over and got it set up even better than we had it before. Now the Jeeps are ready for the trails tomorrow morning.
Before hitting the trails, we air down the tires to about 22 psi. We are all so excited to finally be back in the desert, and this is already an epic start to the adventure.
Oh, this is beautiful in here.
I met a man who was out on his own. He chose to wander this world all alone. He said, heaven can't help me, I'm so far away from where they found me on that day. On and on he goes into the night, singing. Waging war with demons in his mind, and he goes on.
All right, we are back in the desert. You can tell because my lips are cracked and dry, but this is such beautiful country here. So excited to be with Kevin and Sarah and Caroline from Lifestyle Overland. This is where we left off, and this is where we begin our new series we're calling the Desert Series.
Vandy's not starting. This one.
Yeah, I heard that.
Uh-oh. It sounded like something just shorted out and the main battery has 0 charge, even when I linked them. I was just talking about Vandy getting a little, sounding a little weird. Wow. That would be bad. Does Dad wanna?
Oh, here. Maybe try it again.
Wait, it just made a noise. That terminal's loose though. It's the main battery negative terminal is totally loose, and I just touched it and went and started beeping again. But
Well, let me try to start it. It'll be fine. We'll just it'll probably rattle on the whole trip down here. When we get to camp, we'll just tap that down and get a wrench on it.
We are heading into 9 Mile Canyon. 9 Mile Canyon is approximately 40 miles long. It is known as the world's longest art gallery for its extensive rock art, most of it created by the Fremont culture and Ute people. There are at least about 1,000 rock art sites in the canyon, with more than 10,000 individual images. Much of the rock art throughout the canyon is in the form of pecked petroglyphs and painted pictographs. What are those, Caroline?
Petroglyphs.
That's super cool.
Baby goats or ghosts, rather.
Yeah.
Wolverines.
A little down the road, we stopped at the owl panel, which is known for its unique petroglyphs of owls pecked into the rock face.
I've come to find out here on the road so many men with talent.
We are now headed to the Great Hunt panel, which is our last stop before getting off-road and heading to our camp deeper in the canyon.
My face.
Though all of the art sites in the canyon are truly amazing, be sure not to miss this one. Scholars believe this extraordinary panel may represent an actual hunting event that took place over 1,000 years ago.
Man who pays $1 for a fee.
We are now in search of a camp spot for the night in the canyon that will hopefully provide some shelter from the gusty wind. This entire trail has been mind-blowing. The beauty of the canyon walls that tower above and all around the trail are truly breathtaking.
Alright, so we made it to our camp. We are in a beautiful canyon here. kind of nestled ourselves away from the wind as much as we could because it is getting pretty intense even down here. So this has been an epic day so far. We got to see tons of really cool old pictographs and beautiful scenery. Being back in the desert is an amazing feeling. All right, so tonight Dan and I are gonna do something we haven't done in a while. That's sleep in some ground tents. Our friends at Expedition Overland gave us these Mountain Hatch swag bags. They're really cool tents that just roll up. They've got the mattress in them. You just have to set them up like that one there. So it'll be pretty fun. Or actually, that's part of it.
So if you remember when we were in BC, and KC250 had one of these, and one of our viewers didn't want to be mentioned, but he bought us this chainsaw and sent it to us, so thank you very much. We're going to give it its first test. We're probably not going to make a fire tonight because it's so windy, but we're going to get some wood prep just in case. Probably the wind will die down by morning and we'll get a fire going for breakfast.
All right, so as you guys know, plans change all the time in overlanding or camping. We had originally wanted to do some slow cooked ribs over the fire, but the wind is just so strong right now. We're just gonna do some simple hamburgers and keep it real simple for tonight.
Where I saw you standing small, separated.
So this is a really cool spice that I found in Tofino,
Saw
BC.
your eyes, you saw my type.
After a delicious dinner, the wind died down, and we sat around the fire to enjoy the crisp evening as the sun dipped below the canyon walls and the cathedral of stars filled the dark desert sky.
Like that was like a week further.
Yeah, so these swag bags are really nice to sleep in actually. Super comfy, and they were small enough that just our body heat kept us warm last night, and apparently got really cold. So that was a really fun thing to sleep in. So we got camp all packed up and we're gonna head on the road soon.
Stay tuned for next week's episode as we head into the higher elevations of the canyon, encountering the ever-deepening snow. Next time on the Epic Family Road Trip.
And in the meantime,
We'll see you down the road.